I believe at least 99% of us have struggled with procrastination at some point in our lives, right? And yeah, I was in the same place essentially. I was struggling with procrastination a lot, but I found a way to finally understand how it works. And once I understood how it works and what I need to do in order to get rid of it, I was essentially just able to get rid of procrastination. And so in that video, I will show you everything that I have learned in 5 simple steps so that it is easy to follow and all of that stuff. So let's dive right into it essentially. So the first step is that you need to understand what procrastination is, because you can't really fight with something if you don't understand what you are fighting with, right? That's as simple as that. And so in order to understand what procrastination is, I want you to realize that it comes from three main reasons. There are just three main reasons why we even procrastinate in the first place. And so the first one is that we just are scared of facing the failure. We might be scared that, the thing that we are trying to work on will not work, and we will just waste our time. When in reality, you need to understand that there's no such a thing as wasting time, because no matter what you do, even if something doesn't work out at the end, you will still gain a lot of valuable experience that you can then use, and probably you will benefit in other areas of your life as well. So like, there's no losing in this game, right? The second reason why we even fail is because we lack the clarity. Okay, and what I mean by that is we often say that our goal is to, I don't know, like make 90k in the next 30 days, but then we don't even know how to start. Like, we don't even think about any kind of business that could potentially take us there, even though it's really not possible to hit 90k in 30 days. But we always have these nice big goals, nice big achievements that we want to go for, right? But we always at the same time just underestimate the power of knowing where to even start. And so we always think about the end result, but we forget about the entire journey that will take us there. And so we also have to remember about that, right? And the third reason is that we are often just overwhelmed with stuff, because I was in that place, like the main reason why I was procrastinating is because I was just overwhelmed. I was trying to grow like a personal brand, so with YouTube, Stoicism YouTube channel in the past. And so it was nice, like it was going nice, and I had really nice strategy, but I just took too much things on me. And so I wanted to run TikTok, I wanted to run Instagram, I wanted to record long form YouTube videos, I wanted to record like short form YouTube videos, all of that stuff, right? I wanted to literally be everywhere and do everything. And I remember I even started an X account, which was previously called Twitter, that. And so, I was everywhere essentially. I was trying to be everywhere, and it just overwhelmed me, and I couldn't keep up with it. It was not sustainable for me, and so I just ended up quitting this thing, right? But that's also what caused a lot of procrastination. I just didn't find the energy to work on these projects, right? And so you have to understand that those are the main reasons why we even procrastinate. And once you do that, you can then move on to the second step, which is just to break down your goals into like smaller, really small goals, like optimistic goals that you can actually achieve. And so what I mean by that is, instead of saying that even you will just record a YouTube video, right? You might break it down to, if that's a problem for you, right? Just recording a video, if that's a problem for you, you can just break it down to even just things like, for in my example, it will be getting up, taking all my stuff, going out, then I will essentially come to this office, and I will set up everything, and once I'm ready I will just hit record, and then I will record the video, right? And so if you have this kind of clear instructions on how to do every single thing, it just makes it so much easier to actually take the step, because it's not, I have to record video, or in my case I literally just came here to record 6 videos in a row at least, right? And so it's not, if I break down everything to smaller goals, so for example, as I said, like take my stuff, go out, come here, set up everything, record the first video, take a little break, then record the second video, then again a little break, third video, all of that stuff. If I do it that way, it just makes it so much easier for me to follow the exact steps and I'm not thinking about anything really, and so I just have no confusion around doing my task, right? And so that's what you should do as well. Then the third step is, I call it essentially to stare at the wall. And so what I mean by that is, probably if you manage to follow the step one and step two, you'll still face a lot of problems which has to do with your dopamine baseline, which might be too high, right? Sometimes you might be facing like all the distraction problems and all of that stuff. And so what I mean by staring at the wall, there were a lot of these videos in the past telling you to how to be productive by being bored or something like this, right? And so basically all of those videos meant the same. To if you find yourself in the situation where it's hard for you to focus and to do the work, what you can do is you can try to first of all like get rid all of the distractions that you might have. So turn off all the notifications, uninstall all the games and all of that stuff that you might have on your computer if that's the place that you work on, right? And so once you do that, since as I said, like your dopamine baseline might be too high, what I want you to do is just stare at the wall, because what it does is once you start staring at the wall and that's the only thing that you are doing, your brain will literally just get bored of that, and it will start commanding you to start doing something, like at least something more interesting than just staring at the wall, right? And so if you don't have any kind of notifications or distractions around, like the most interesting thing around you will be to just get the work done, right? And so that is how you can start the task. And believe me when I say, like, in 99% of times when we just start doing the task, we are essentially halfway through, because for most of us, just starting, it was the same for me, like just starting the thing is really the hardest part, right? After we start, we just, in most of the cases, we tap into some kind of flow, right? And we just get it done, right? So that's as easy as it can get. Then once you start and once you actually are able to, do the thing, I want you to keep repeating the first three steps, right? And then the fourth step will be to track everything. And so what I mean by that is, track how much time you spend on doing this task, how much mental energy it kind of drains out of you. You need to know those things, and in the perfect scenario, you should always track like your other activities as well. So what I mean by that is what you eat, what you are doing before doing the tasks, so that you might realize what activities are draining your mental energy and what activities are giving you more mental sharpness, mental energy. And so for me, if I eat something before recording videos, I won't be as good. Those videos won't be as good as they could be, essentially. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. But if I just come here on an empty stomach, bro, I will have so much more energy, so much more mental power, and those videos will just be better in quality, right? And so I avoid eating anything. I also know that if I work out before doing something, I will most likely be more focused during doing the work, okay, while doing the work. And so that's I only know that because I was tracking this stuff, right? And so that's what you should do as well. And then finally, like, it is not crucial it is kind of crucial, right? So but you could probably get away without doing this. But the fifth step is to visualize yourself finishing the task. And so it really helps. As I said, it's not necessary, but it really, really helps, especially if you are about to do something really hard. So what I mean by that is, for me, like, as I said, I'm trying to record like 6 videos in a row at least, and that's demanding a lot of brain power from me. And so it is really hard, and probably in just like 30 minutes from now I will be recording the videos and I will have a lot of brain fog going on, right? That will probably be the case, and I know that it is hard. I already did that before, right? And so because I know all of this, because I did everything like all of this before, I can now visualize myself just packing my stuff and going outside of this office and getting back home. And like, because I can actually do it, it feels so much easier to just start and do this stuff because I know that eventually it will end, and I will go back home with 6 videos in my pocket. So that's really helpful. That's really helpful because I know that I can do it, right? And so yeah, I can just visualize myself how I'm finishing this task. Yeah, but that was essentially everything from me for today. Thank you for watching. You can actually let me know if you found value in this video. If that's the case, you can subscribe to the channel if you are new here. You can also join our free community. Link is in the description. And yeah, other than that, thank you for watching, and as always, keep pushing.